to the tech world now, and excitement is building among fans of Apple as they await the tech giant's latest iPhone launch happening later today. The iPhone 16 will include Apple's latest AI features, which they're branding as Apple Intelligence. While new iPhone launches no longer command the fervour that they used to, this one is being billed by analysts as one of the most significant in recent years. Well, joining me now is Paul Armstrong, a tech analyst and founder of the TBD Group. Thanks for being with us today, Paul. I think it is fair to say there's been more excitement about this launch than there has about any other iPhone launch in recent years. Is that excitement warranted, do you think?
I think yes and no. There's certainly a lot of pressure on Apple to get this one right. While there was talk of a super cycle, that's where a lot of people upgrade in a very short space of time. Those expectations are sort of being watered down a bit at the moment because of, well, your previous segment just mentioned it, economic conditions. There's depressed Chinese interest or demand in iPhones at the moment, and general AI fatigue, I think, around consumers. That said, they're updating a lot of stuff. People will be excited by it. And as you mentioned, the AI features of it are somewhat unknown. So depending on how they launch it, could be incredibly good for Apple.
So we don't know what to expect on the AI front. I mean, have you got any insights to share about what AI features we're going to see?
Sure, it's the big news that everyone's interested in. They teased it in the last update that they did. Apple Intelligence is essentially the new AI system that's going to be baked into every iPhone. It draws on a user's personal context. That's things like their photos, their email, and that sort of stuff. It's obviously not without its privacy issues, but Apple's very good at that, and it's very good at saying how it protects consumers. So again, this AI play could actually be very good. What the worry is that a lot of people are saying publicly and behind the scenes is that Apple has to get this right, or they could have an Amazon Alexa on their hands where people only use it as a glorified cooking timer, for example.
Is it significant, though, that we've seen other handset makers, Google, for example, rushing out their new AI handsets to get in there ahead of Apple's launch? Does that say something in itself?
Yeah, I think the AI prize, as it were, is incredibly valuable for people. It's a $1 trillion market that people across the world want, and people want to get right. And the trouble is, at the moment, a lot of, as you've mentioned, the word rushing out, words rushing out is the key there. A lot of people wanted to be first to market and have found that that's probably not the smartest move. Apple is famed for holding back for these very reasons and usually perfecting what people do. So all eyes are very much on Apple to get Apple Intelligence right today.
Okay, Paul Armstrong from TBD Group. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much for that. Well, staying in